Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I just got back from the store and scored a really good deal on some chicken breasts. So let's go put that in the freezer together.
Have I mentioned how much I love you?
What do you mean?
So how many, you ended up buying what, 40 pounds of chicken today?
Yes.
What possessed you to search out the local butcher shop and buy 40 pounds of chicken?
So if y'all been here for a little bit, we raised 27
Yeah, we ended up putting 27 in the freezer, yeah.
27 meat birds in the freezer. We kept them whole. So for us who love some chicken breast and chicken wings,
We're a very chicken family.
yeah, we like chicken a lot. We like beef too, but chicken, that's where it is a lot of times for us. So for us with those 27, if we were to piece those out, 27 birds would not last us very long. So,
Just as a side note, I'm really impressed with how many of the whole chickens that we're actually going through. Turns out we eat a lot more whole chicken. What? No? You don't? I don't know. Maybe. See, I don't do any cooking.
he's not. I take care of the menu week to week. He this is not his thing.
I provide. She cooks. All right,
I
anyway.
do that.
Yep.
So, knowing those meat chickens were going to be in that freezer as whole birds, I adjusted my menu and how I'm cooking to accommodate having more of those meat birds.
Well, that's what I meant.
Okay.
Okay. We love chicken.
But with the amount we raised, it wasn't, if I was to piece those out, breast, thighs, wings, and break those all down, it wouldn't last us that long, and we would end up with a lot of it'd be hard for me to do. So what I decided to do was search out my local butchers and buy chicken in bulk. Because for me personally, I want a good price and I want the security of it. Once I get it here to the house, my food is secure. I can walk out to my freezer, and if there is no meat on a shelf for a month and a half, I've got meat. Would it be a little hard? Yeah. Would I have to get creative? Yeah. But the meat's there. So I found my local butcher, found 2 different ones I can use, and I can buy chicken breasts, chicken legs, and chicken wings in bulk for a discounted price, because they literally give it to me like they receive it. It is in a cardboard box, as y'all see in the video, in bags, and I process it for our family.
And the trick with this chicken, this is not like farm raised organic chicken. This is the same stuff that you would buy in a store setting. I mean, that's
like Walmart or anywhere.
Yeah, that's what this is. It's not what we grow here on our farm when we do it, but for us it's about, thank you, Mr. Rooster, the security of having the meat available to us in an instant.
Also, I'm getting a cheaper price on it. Like, I think if you bought chicken breast, boneless, skinless chicken breast at Walmart today, probably be about $2.50 a pound, depending on when you catch it on sale. Today, I paid $1.74 per pound. sometimes I can get that even cheaper down to like $160, $150, depending on if they've got a bulk order and they can do it cheaper and what their price is. But I do get it cheaper than if I went to Walmart or even went to the butcher and bought it off their shopping shelves, where they've taken the time to trim it out a little more, or they've packaged it and they've got the foam plates and the plastic wrap and all that in there.
That rooster is super talkative, and he might just end up in the freezer one day too. We got way too many roosters around here, and the chickens just keep hatching babies. This is ridiculous. It's going crazy.
Right. So for us here on our farm at this moment, my entire life, I've had a black thumb. I don't do well growing things. My grandmother had a garden my whole life. Your dad had a garden your whole life.
Yep.
But he never did anything with it. I
pulled weeds, but yeah.
I would go out first thing in the morning and pick the okra for my grandmother. But as far as getting it in the ground and growing it, I'm not good at it. What I have discovered is I'm good at growing my own meat. We have, despite a few small instances, have been very fortunate and had an easy time raising beef. The cows have been easy. The chickens, overall, were pretty easy for us. The processing was time consuming.
It's a labor intensive process.
But as far as like the day-to-day care for them, it wasn't that bad for us.
I mean, we're going to do it again in the spring.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed it.
It wasn't, we're very good about being efficient and setting stuff up to be efficient with how we're doing stuff, and it's come pretty easy and natural for us. Now, also in that, meat in our area would be a little harder to find if, say, we end up in another COVID-19 situation. Meat was the issue here. I could get vegetables, I could get produce, I could get all that. We live in a very Amish heavy area, so I can get stuff from them. We have other friends that we could work with together. Reagan enjoys hunting, I enjoy some deer. So all that comes really easy for us. As we get better at this, hopefully our garden gets better and I can preserve stuff.
And our garden is coming along. Like, I'm actually seeing improvement in it. So
our soil is getting better, the beds are getting filled up. It's just taking time, because if we were to go buy all that soil outright, we'd be broke. We would be broke. Like, there would be no money for anything else.
Yep.
We're working towards dairy being, doing good here. And, it's taken me a little longer than what I thought it would. Part of that's because I basically took a kind of a whole year off from working on that when I was pregnant with Deacon. Because, but, that's getting better. And for us, if we have 2 months out of the year where we have to go buy a gallon of milk,
that's not the end of the world.
That's not the end of the world for us as a whole. Now, would that be awesome? It's like, oh, we only have to buy milk, but our butter and our cheese and that kind of stuff is squared away. Yeah, that's kind of where our goal is with that.
To us, the self-sufficiency, I think everybody in some way or another, they want to be self-sufficient or self-sustaining or whatever. For us, that definition is more about the security of knowing where the food is going to be, where it's going to come from, and having a reserve, basically, for our family if something happens. Now, that's something maybe a natural disaster, because we're seeing that. The town we grew up in cannot catch a break between the tornadoes and the floods, and that could very well just as easily be here where we live. And yeah, if you lose power, well, things are gonna, obviously the things that are in the freezer are going to be first to go. We keep a generator and things like that. But if for some reason we can't get to the store, we have food and we can keep food on our table, and that's the most important thing to us. And to us, that's what the self-sufficiency thing is about. It's not about growing everything that we're ever going to eat here on our farm, because I don't think
I use flour and sugar. I'd have to buy it from a store no matter what.
I don't think you can really do it. And maybe somebody can. If you're doing it, then by all means, go for it.
If you've been here for a while, we talk and we're very close with Heather over at home.
Sage and Stone.
Yep. She hasn't shopped at Walmart in I think 2 years, between using what she can do on her own farm and then using a little Amish store there that buys in bulk, and she can buy certain things there in bulk. I shop at the same store and do really well, but I still go to Walmart just because that's just how we operate right now.
And I think this homestead space is big enough too for all kinds of different folks in different different strategies, different points of view. You don't have to pigeonhole yourself. Mosquito.
No, it was something yellow. I think
Oh.
it was a sweat bee.
Well, you don't have to pigeonhole yourself into thinking or acting one certain way just because other people are doing it. I think there's enough freedom in anything that you do. Find something that works for you, pursue that, and you know, we're not gonna beat you up over it.
When we first started this and we were calling ourselves a homestead channel, and we weren't really doing a very, like, we already had a cow in the field, but we hadn't processed our first cow yet, so therefore we were buying beef, we were buying chicken, we're doing all this stuff. I've had that imposter syndrome going on.
Imposter syndrome is a real thing.
Is a real thing. And then even as like that happened, it still felt like I still had that a little bit, because I was still buying the kids snacks at the store because I didn't want to spend all day making everything. I like making stuff homemade. I enjoy baking sometimes. But I also like the convenience of, oh, I have a box cake mix that I can throw a couple ingredients in and it's done. Elsa.
You know there's a goat out on the thing, right?
No, I
Yeah.
did not notice G.
Yep. Yeah, we have a goat that's just out. I don't even know. Oh, they get into everything.
So, you know, and I was talking to someone that I had met on Instagram, and I'm like, yeah, I've had this feeling. And she's like, no, you are fine. You are doing what you can in that moment and growing and doing, and that's fine. It made me feel better.
So if you're enjoying following along on our self-sufficient, whatever, homestead journey, whatever we're doing for us, we do appreciate you being here. And thank you so much for being a part of what we're doing here on the channel. My name's Reagan.
I'm Megan.
This is the GWP Homestead. If you want to watch another video about something we're trying to do, click there. We'll see y'all soon.